All right. Just a quickie video. Don't worry about y'all having to do this, but can you talk about politics too much? Absolutely, you can. Absolutely, you can talk about politics too much. This came from a tweet. I saw it from this El Nazte or whatever on Twitter, and he said, you shouldn't talk about politics too much because it's a female trait, you know. And I thought to myself, I was like, yeah, if you talk about politics too much, it is kind of a female trait. And the reason I bring this up, how's it going, Temujin? How are you doing, sir? The reason I bring up the fact is that you can't talk about politics too much because I remember I was in the break room. How's it going, 21st century longest? I was in the break room and there's these two, I guess you could say women there. They kept talking about short answer yes, long answer yes. Yeah, exactly. But and they were in the break room and they just kept talking about Ukraine and stuff like that. I think one of them had I'm not sure if it was husband or relative in the military, but they did they just kept talking about Ukraine and stuff like that. I remember one time, they were talking about, and I would try to talk, I would try to discuss a little bit more, but they were, I was just like, bro, what, this is how crazy it is. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. Are y'all doing okay? I, I wanted to make a video, another video on, Russia, Ukraine, but I thought to myself, I was like, nah, like I say, everybody's throwing out their takes on it, you know, everything else. After seeing the Reddit propaganda that has occurred for the Ukrainian government. The Reddit propaganda for the Ukrainian government has been very bad. Of course, the old video of like Zelensky, doing like some freaky stuff. Like I say, I'm gonna say this, even though can you not talk about politics? But here we go. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. I hope the rest of your family's doing well. Of course, rest in peace to your uncle, I believe. Yeah, I do hope your family's okay. Um, I'm just gonna give my hot take, and I have no respect for Zelensky. Um, I think that he's such a pitiful man. Um, and I think that like I said, they could have broken bread. I think a long time ago, but they're still in these talks. Um, I will say this: uh, the more we hear specifically about when we hear about the attack on Mariupol, it's gonna be awful. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. It's gonna be awful because this is a stronghold of the Azov Battalion. Of course, Azov is all over the place, being integrated into the National Guard, but more specifically, they're in Mariupol. And they've tried to get people out, and something like 700,000 people. Yeah, my dad has a friend who's morally broken. It's his second exile. Oh, man. Damn. I can't imagine. I genuinely can't imagine, man. Oh, man. That's rough. But definitely send prayers out to the all the Ukrainian people, um, and to the Russians as well. Uh, but yeah, Mariupol. I'm gonna keep saying it like that because it's gonna be bad because this is where Azov Battalion is gonna make that stand. Azov Battalion, as far as I know, is not letting people out, and they are shooting people, this and that. Now, like I say, you could say some of that's propaganda, this and that, but I'd take it somewhat seriously because we know how crazy Azov Battalion is, you know. They're not letting people out. They're going to use them as human shields. Of course, the video came out a few days ago, of course, showing the border, or excuse me, the that checkpoint, and basically they shot them. They shot the people in the car. So yeah, I mean, and of course, like I say, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like if you bring up the Azov battalion, people are gonna bring up, oh well, Russia has more neo Nazis in it. It's just this group of Nazis versus this group of Nazis. I know that the meme has come out and everything else. I get it. I know. Um, there's no real yeah. You can talk about politics too much. Imagine IRL, you talk about nothing but socialism and the bourgeoisie to your friends. You got to have some balance, and that's with every topic. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Like I say, that's all I really wanted to say about what's occurring from what I've seen with the Ukraine stuff. Um, I don't know, man. But we've seen, of course, you know, uh, a lot of cope. I think has come out. A lot of LARP has come out. Um, like I say, people have been hyper focused on Ukraine and the invasion, and I think it's like there are other things going on in the world. There are, and I'm gonna try to spend, maybe a couple days, kind of trawling through the news and seeing something that catches my eye, other than that situation. To me, I feel like everybody is giving their takes. I have given my takes numerous videos. Like I said, what am I up to? Like number 4 or 5, video number 4. Well, more than that probably. I'm probably up to like 7 or 8. But I'm going to try to take a break from talking about, you know, that issue, because I feel like that's not really. I mean, I've pretty much said my takes on it, and I think that yeah, the memes are coming. You know, the irony, the Reddit posting about I'm going to Ukraine, but I have asthma type of thing. Yeah, the irony is that Russia and U.S. are in a coalition in Central Africa against revolutionary insurgents. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Holy moly! There's a lot of irony. A lot of irony. Of course, like I say, man, this is like anything else where BRICS in general. Here we go. We're still talking about it, but let's fuck it. Let's just go ahead and keep doing it. We've seen, of course, with BRICS is pretty much fallen in line. Yeah, politics, more specifically, geopolitics is mostly heartless. Oh, absolutely, absolutely, it is, and people just get swallowed up by it. They just get swallowed up in the mix. You know. Oh man, I'm just a bit sleepy. You know. Hopefully, I'll watch some videos about. Let's see, what was it? 6.0. Oh, Power Stroke low cylinder contribution injector replacement. Oh wow. So watch Wes work. I don't know if y'all watch that sort of thing. Watching some guy work on a car. But that sounds pretty good. I'll probably do that. I'm not gonna get so much into the politics of it all. It's a messy situation, and I don't even know, man. Like I say, like I say, Syria um, continues to be attacked. Elements of ISIS or Daesh, however way you pronounce it, ISIL, still throughout Syria. But in general, it's mostly stable. And for the most part, I think, in general, most of the people have forgotten about that war already. What's occurring in Syria. And of course, the Russians being in Syria. Um, but yeah, like I say, in the United States, of course, we've seen. You're going to hear so many politicians bring up Ukraine. Coming up with the midterms here, we're going to see a lot of that occur. It's and it's just gonna be nauseating. It really is gonna be nauseating. Once again, I want to say to the American audience, talk to your friends, talk to your family, and say, yeah, that one guy's still crying about HTS. Oh, really? Oh, Hayat Tahrir al Sham. Yeah, I assume Hayat Tahrir al Sham anyway, but yeah, niche politics is extremely autistic and LARPy subculture. Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and I'm smack dab in the middle of it. But yeah. Oh man. But yeah, we're gonna see so much of that. You say something? Sorry. You're gonna attack me? No, it's okay. Yeah, yeah. Anyway. Yo, Captain Nita, how are you doing? I think Syria will be remembered as a chapter 2 of the war on terror, and everyone supports it. Everyone can get behind hating Islamism. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's a fair. That's the way it's gonna be written. You know. But I'm sure, like I say, I mean, for example, I'm sure Colombia, for example, is like, I know a while back, Colombia was having riots and whatnot, and it's kind of nobody's really talking about that. No one's talking about Ivan Duque or anything else. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like everybody's lottie dottie focused on Russia and all the hatred of that. You know what? I got sidetracked, but let me finish up my point. If you have friends and family, um, don't tell them don't get caught up in this anti-Russian hysteria. Like I said, that a lot of folks have said, it's like I talked about the video where, Washington D.C., a place called the Russia House was attacked and vandalized. Um, just try to talk to your family about that. There are people who have spoken Russian, and people have gotten dirty looks. And most Americans, we're fucking retarded. Let's just be honest. Most Americans are retarded. After Assad is hard to imagine like Russia after Putin. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Russians are losing their white card. I don't know. It's a matter of, like I said, there's so many aspects to that. It's just, but yeah. So I mean, tell your family it's like, what occurs in a country should not be based on hatred of a people. Yeah, be mad at the Russian government, not the people. Absolutely, absolutely. Like I say, tell people, yeah, masses are retarded. Oh, absolutely. But yeah, we're gonna see more of this. But I think the difference is that nobody's gonna come to the aid of the Russian or the Slavic peoples. Like I say, here's another example. I know I've given this before, but I'll give it again. Right after 9/11, um, in the town that I live in, they threw a brick through the window of this place that does gyros and kebabs. That's the name of the place. But they threw a brick through the window because I guess they assumed because they were brown people, they were um, they were Middle Eastern or whichever they were Arab. In reality, no, they're Greek. So that goes to show you. And of course, for years and years, they of course got the window fixed or yeah, the glass fixed, switched out, and they had an American flag in the window for years and years. And like I say, it's still there. That restaurant is, but it's just like, yeah, folks who are hating Russian people are playing directly into the hands of Russian propaganda. Absolutely, absolutely, they are. Yeah, they've been sort of quiet. Yeah, well, I think their media, of course, is portrayed kind of like the SIPS, I believe it is, CIPS, to use that instead of Swift. So they're trying to promote that on a certain level. But I think in general, like I say, the Russia China, and I think others have said this, but the Russia China alliance isn't as strong as people think it is, in my opinion. Um, like I say, as far as I know, like I say, we need to look at this in a pragmatic manner. Um, it's just Western countries that are in Western influence countries that are really throwing their arms up about this. In your Ukrainian, yeah, Americans would beat a Ukrainian refugee thinking they were Russian, like the shit. Yeah, Sikhs getting attacked after 9/11. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And it's just fucked up. I do want to say that it's fucked up and it shouldn't happen. But people are just goons. They just think they know better, and they're gonna they feel some loyalty or whatever that like that. That's ugly nationalism. That's ugly, ignorant nationalism. Or whatever the case. I mean, it's just fucked up. I'll just put it that way. Yeah. Thing is the banning of Russians and Belarusians from the Paralympics. Oh, really? Damn, that is fucked up. But yeah, I do want to make sure. Like I said, I think that it's important to say. Just be a decent person. I don't want to. I don't want to be like these lefties and say be a decent human. Just say person. Come on, man. But you don't have to be be one of these guys. Just has a wild hair and decides to fuck shit up. Nah, come on, man. Don't do that. You know. So I do want to make sure that message is said, because unlike what happened with Asians and more specifically Chinese folks after what occurred, post COVID, or right around the time of COVID when it was first really popping off, and the whole Wu flu. I hate using that, but I'll use it. But there was that big march that occurred, right? And they said, "Well, we're against white supremacy and all that." Nobody's going to come out for Russians or Ukrainians or people that they think are that way. Like I say, I mean, I'm sure there are people, probably not as many, because I think in general, Czechs are pretty, as far as I know, their migration to the United States was different. So they're a couple generations in, but I could be wrong. There are probably a few, but there's going to be Americans that just think, oh, well, he looks Polish or he looks Russian or whatever. It's like he may be Polish or something like that. It's like, come on, bro. Yeah, yeah. Watch my fellow Americans go retard makes me more sympathetic to a caste system. Lol. Yeah, it's something. Like I say, it should be said that it's a fucked up thing. But yeah, I will say, of course, once again, we're getting into the warmer weather. The heat is coming back. It is returning, especially where I'm at. The heat is returning. The whole, the days where everything is going to be scorched is coming. Just trying to avoid the politics, even though I spent most of the time talking about politics. But you know, the heat is returning, so be sure to drink water. If you can stay inside, do that. Just to try to stay covered up as best you can. You know, um, yeah, I really think that's all I have to say. It's a wild times, and of course, like I say, of course, people are going to be like, "Oh, we're living through history." It's like, yeah, but it's happening to other people. It's not happening to you just because you're living through it. And it's just like you're going to be one of these folks like, "Oh, I remember all the hysteria and whatnot." I mean, hell, who knows if we're going to make it that long so that they interview you? But oh man, I think that's all I had to say. It's very harmful if you do it too much. Just messes with your mind. Absolutely, absolutely. Touch grass. Just touch grass for a little bit. Go outside. You know, take a walk through your local park. Or read a book. Get laid. I don't know. Do what you do, right? I don't know what all my audience is doing. It's none of my business, to be honest with you. But you know, Let's do that. Try not to get too caught up in this nonsense too much, you know? Anywho, I think that's all I really have to say. I've been going for about 20 minutes here, but I wanted to say that. And, yeah, work out. Exactly. Yep, there's another thing to do as well. Yep, work out. Yeah, work out. Go pump some iron. Yeah, I run on the treadmill every other day. There you go. There you go. Take care, folks. Peace. Yep, absolutely. Let's just go ahead and wrap this little tamale up. Let's not forget about Biden's horrible domestic policy failures. Yeah, the donkeys are going to milk this Ukraine situation. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm political and not political at the same time, if that makes sense. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can have an opinion, but not spout it out and know every single detail. Yeah. Anywho, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and wrap this baby up. Hopefully, y'all enjoy this. See you later. Bye bye.